Welcome to the Beagle Files Live, episode 3. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and a couple assholes out there. And let's go ahead and get through the pleasantries of the credits.
Mudflood Club.
Okie dokie. So we is live. Alrighty. Ooh, that was weird. That green screen does weird shit, man. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we can get into. Go ahead and I think what we're going to look at tonight to start off is a little feller called the Davenport Hotel. And see what we can find there, because it looks like might have a old world building here that has decided to fall over. And this is the building there. We don't want to watch that, so it's a video. But anyways, you can see the poor thing has, I don't know what that is. Anyways, and we're going to see what we can find. And let's see. I'm going to share screen, see what we can find. If I'm sharing the right screen. Let's see. Sorry, okay. Sorry, the boss man's hit me on the text. Okay. Hold on a second. There we go. Take care of him. Okay. Sorry, folks. Boss man popped out of nowhere on me. Okay, so let's look at all. And let's see, this built 1907. We got wiki. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. There we go. Let's see. Davenport, Iowa. Historic building located in Davenport, Iowa. It was individually listed on National Register of Historic Places in 1983. 2020, it was included as a contributing property in the Davenport Downtown Commercial Historic District. Is currently an apartment building called the Davenport. A rear portion of the building collapsed in 2023, putting the building's future in doubt. So they'll probably tear it down. Stockholders incorporated Davenport Hotel Company in 1905 to construct a modern hotel that was roughly equidistant from the city's 2 passenger depots. Okay. What? Equidistance? What in the world? The construction of Davenport Hotel. Let's take a screenshot of that whole thing. The construction of the Davenport Hotel in 1907 ushered in the third phase of hotel construction in the city of Davenport. It replaced the Kimball House Ooh, what is that? Okay, the Kimball House Hotel and Bertrus Opera House were located in the Davenport, downtown Iowa. Hotel was listed, blah, 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 like to buy it. It has since been torn down and delisted from the National Register. The theater building has been significantly altered since a fire in the 1920s. Both, however, remain important in history of the city of Davenport. Let's see what this is about. So this, let's take an image of that. So they're saying this is on the same property? That's interesting. First phase hotel construction Davenport lasts from 1836 when the city was founded until just before the Civil War. Most of these hotels were small and were located near Mississippi River to take advantage of the passengers debarking from the riverboats. Second phase marked the arrival of the railroad when the first bridge to cross the Mississippi was opened. Let's see what else. Hotel rose province in 1861. Iowa governor. All right, now. Okay, yes. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, you're disturbing my peace, boss man. Go away. Thank you. Okay, let me get my concentration back. Hotel rose prominence in 1861. The Iowa governor Samuel Kirkwood made the hotel a Civil War headquarters as the telegraph lines did not extend any further west. The new railroad bridge replaced the original one in 1872, and Bertrus built a new hotel along the new main line of the railroad at 4th and Perry Streets. In 1874, the block was already the site of Bertrus Opera House. The new hotel featured its own train platform as well as telephone, telegraph, and elevator. In 1880, the name of the hotel was changed to the Kimball House. It was advertised as the largest and best hotel in Iowa. After 1900, Kimball House was eclipsed by the third phase of the hotel building in the city that included the Hotel Davenport, which is what we're looking at, the Hotel Black Hawk. That's a big one. And the Hotel Mississippi, which doesn't look too impressive on face value. The hotel transformed into an apartment building, renaming the Perry Apartments. Future U.S. President Ronald Reagan lived in the building when he worked for radio station WOC from 1932 to 1933. In 1939, the building was heavily damaged by fire. Bill Vail was paid $5,000 to tear it down. And then $5,000, that doesn't sound like much. Then he bought the property for $25,000. He put in about $12,000 in repairs and renamed the building the Vail Apartments. As time went on, the building started to decline. While attempts were made to save it, the building had become structurally unsafe and was tore down in 1993. Okay, now that's interesting. All right, you're killing me. All right, hold on. I got to clear the damn messages for it to shut up. All right. I hate phones. Okay. So this is saying on this same property that there was a building that also had structural problems and was torn down in 1903 due to its being unsafe. Well, isn't that interesting? The Bertrus Opera House was opened in Davenport 1867 at 415 Perry Street. So this is as it was reconstructed. So it was reconstructed with windows on the ground. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Might as well, while we're here, take a little snipper of it. Was this? Original Bertrus Hotel in Davenport. Okay. All right. March 1874, Susan B. Anthony lectured on woman's right to vote. Al Jolson, performed on stage years after and worked as a singer and waiter at Brick Monroe's Pavilion in Bucktown. The Quad City Symphony Orchestra played its first concert as the Tri-City Symphony in Burtis in 1916. Burtis was an elegant building construction in Second Empire style. I love that style. So cool. It featured a mansard roof, which is that sucker. It's this dude right here. That's a mansard roof with heavily hooded dormer windows. Those are cool, aren't they? A bracketed cornice. There's your cornice. To find the transition from the roof line to a wall elevation. A projecting pavilion with its own mansard roof containing the building's main entrance in the center of the facade. In 1921, an arsonist set fire to the building, and it was largely destroyed. The building's owner and operator of the Opera House had the damaged building remodeled for the Thomas Cusack Company, an outdoor advertising firm from Chicago. Kennett was the first district manager of the firm's Davenport branch. Chicago architectural firm Zimmerman and Sachs and Zimmerman, okay, weird, designed the building's renovation, which was built by John Solar and Sons. Zimmerman worked nationally for Cusack, the world's largest outdoor ad firm at the time. The building's appearance was altered in the rebuilding process. The third story with his mansard roof, as well as the second floor, not retained. The pilasters on the corners were shortened and simple cornice was added across the top. The roof is flat and raised pepperette defines the main entrance. The arched windows that flank the center pavilion were retained in an altered form. The building style now resembles Renaissance revival. The building, by 1925, the building housed General Outdoor Advertising Company. It was later occupied by VW Post. State offices building stand on his own. Next raised rail tracks. Since Kimball House Vale Apartments, the railroad station had been torn down. Tri-City Electric occupied the building for several years before United States Department of Veteran Affairs. 2020, the building was included in contributing property in the Davenport downtown Commercial Historic District as Thomas Cusack Company District Headquarters. So let's take a snapshot of that. I don't think we got that. Add to the file. So this is, it's interesting that they're saying that was on the same place. Let's see, go into there. This is the hotel. This is the front side. The collapse happened on the back. But we can see a scrubbed cartouche here. This style where it has the center opening kind of like shaped like a U seems to be a common style back then. It looks like it's been dressed down at some point to me, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find older hotels that will help with that. Hold on a second. Let's see. Give me just a second here, folks. Let's see. Here we go. And hold on just a second. There you go. Okay. Now back to what we were doing. And we were not there. We were here. Okay. So now The other hotels that belong to this era are the Dempsey Hotel, 1913, the Hotel Black Hawk, Hotel Mississippi. It was considered the first modern hotel in the city. It was touted as one of the finest hotels in the Mississippi Valley. When it opened, the hotel features such amenities as fireproof construction. I love that term, fireproof construction. Like, I mean, everything burns, so it's just words. Elevators, dining room. I think elevators are old world too. Sample rooms for traveling salesmen. That's weird. The building's interior also features steam heat. I believe that's old world. Hot and cold water telephones, electric lights, heavy brass bedsteads with box springs and hair mattresses. Ugh. Just ugh. Velvet carpets and fancy window drapes, quartered oak, Flemish oak furniture, mahogany combination tables, and writing desk and beveled mirrors. It was also the first Davenport tallest buildings. Davenport was built a block away from the new Rock Island Railroad. Okay. Station making it convenient for travelers. However, it was undermined by the Dempsey Hotel, which was built next to the station, provided moderately priced rooms. The more elegant Hotel Black Hawk also resulted in a loss of business for Davenport, and the hotel was sold to Black Hawk Hotel Company in 1916. Wait a minute. So this sucker was built in 1907, and in 1916 they're already passing it off. I mean, that narrative just doesn't make sense. The hotel was damaged in a large fire in 1939. So I'm interested 1939. So I'm wondering if in 1939 or after 1939, if they removed some of the decoration. Building remained a hotel in the 1960s, but eventually became an apartment building. It was extensively renovated in the mid 1980s, so maybe it was done then. Okay, let's see. Got something about the collapse here. On May 28th, the building partially collapsed, calling the building's future into question. The back part of the building, which had been painted red several years before, had a 6-story collapse, causing millions of dollars of damage. Complaints have been made by the residents, which had led to brickwork and other repairs being made to the structure. At the time of the collapse repair, the work was underway, but the brickwork had been completely completed and deemed structurally sound by the outside engineer. Additional damage had occurred to the building after the decro. What the fuck is a decro? Some kind of high winds. That's some like Iowa shit right there. Okay, August 2020 had resulted in some residents having to evacuate the building. 8 people rescued, about dozens other escorted from the building. Additional research and rescue delayed until water and gas utilities could be shut off on May 29th. The city initially stated that there was no credible information that anyone was missing and that they would move forward with demolition plans the next day. However, after over 150-person search effort that used thermal imaging, drones, and search and rescue dogs, missing residents was discovered and alive rescued on a 4-story window. 5 tents are still unaccounted for, 2 of which were reportedly in the building during the collapse, are still reportedly missing after search on May 30th, where several animals were rescued from the building. On June 3rd, the body of one of the missing tents was recovered from the rubble of the collapsed building. On June 5th, the remains of 2 other victims were recovered. Multiple people protested at the site with signs such as "Save Lives, Not Property" in regards to the multiple people still reportedly missing. The city of Davenport filed a new enforcement action against the building owner, Andrew Old, and he was fined $300 for failure to maintain structure and $95 in court fees. Oh boy, they really slapped it on him there. Architecture Davenport Hotel was designed by local architect firm Temple and Burroughs. Oh, okay, that just sounds right. With P.T. Burroughs as the architect in charge, they were also responsible for the Hotel Black Hawk. The Union Savings Bank and Trust. Oh, there's a little old world looking thing. The Federal Courthouse. Okay, the building is 6 stories in height and was constructed in brick over steel structure. Brick over steel. I do believe steel is also old world. And most likely has a concrete and brick foundation. Oh, that's a wonderful sentence. See, this is the kind of shit I like to find. It most likely has a concrete and brick foundation. It most likely, well, it either does or it doesn't. I mean, why are you speculating on that? How do you not know for sure? How do you? I mean, are you? Did you shit that out of your ass? That sentence, or I mean, do you have any basis in fact? Do you have any evidence that points to that? Is what it is. It most likely has a concrete and brick foundation, but we don't have any fucking clue. We have no proof either way. So why would you make that statement? This is the horseshit narrative. The building's character is defined by its form. Its decorative elements are more reserved. The 6-story towers surround the 2-story entrance in the center, which creates a sense of mass and closure. Okay, the building's exterior decorative elements were confined to a cornice, which is now gone. Ah, there we go. The building's exterior decorative elements were confined to a cornice. So the cornice was removed. Remember, I was talking about they probably took off. Oh, you're looking at the Streamlabs page? Okay. Hold on. I don't know why you're looking at that. That's weird. It says it was sharing. Hold on. Oh, I see what I did. Thank you, Secret Jesus. Appreciate that. Make sure that's should give it back. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. Okay. That should have you right. All right. Where was I? The building's exterior decorative elements were confined to a cornice, which is now gone in the main entrance. So this is what I was saying, that some of the decoration has probably been removed, and it has. So that's confirmation of that. So there should be old pictures that show this cornice somewhere. Hopefully, it's possible the cornice was lost in the 1939 fire. It is possible. Well, do you have a picture before 1939? Probably. Was there cornice on it? Probably. And then after this 1939 date of the fire, was there cornice on the building? Do you have pictures of it? There's no cornice. Then yes, it was lost in the fire. I mean, what do you think? They went up there and chiseled it off because they were bored? No, they did. Oh, good God help me. This official narrative crap. First floor of the building contains retail space and apartments on the upper floors. Okay, that's enough of that. Good Lord. It's like, listen to a 3-year-old explain history. Davenport Bag and Paper Company. What is this? The building was built. That's not it. Okay, let me look at some. Hold on. Let's see. What is this thing called? Davenport Building. Let's go look on the Googles. Let's see. I want Iowa. Right? There we go. And oh goodness. No. Is that it? That's not it. Why is everything listed to Davenport? How about apartments? This is just annoying. That's it right there. I don't know why it's not coming up. Anyways, that's it right there. Okay. That's pretty old. Look how beat up that cornice is. So I bet it had cornice up on top there. And there you go. So we've got Mudflood windows on the side of the building there. Little arched Mudflood windows. I'm wondering what's across from here. Let's go right here, see if there's anything. So nothing on that side. This is where the collapse was. And I'm wondering, this is kind of where I'm thinking, is that maybe the there's something underground, like in the basement, that failed, and that made the this section fall. Maybe there's, I think if I remember correctly, it failed kind of based around this center area here, this door. Kind of wonder if maybe when they redid this here, obviously they've done, redid this. Maybe they messed up. That's a pretty one right there. That's interesting. Let's go down this side. That's a cool one. What is that one called? Oh, it's missing it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if it. There it is. Executive Square. Okay. So, Mudflood windows down there. Now, it's not that interesting a building, granted, but let's see. Oh, wait, no. Just take away the build. See if we can find older pictures of it. That's not it, is it? Historic Devon. Oh, that's Spokane, Washington. I bet that ain't right. Let's put in Iowa. Okay. What I'm looking for is old pictures. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go back. We need to document that. Let's see. How about, there's pretty good. Document that for the. No. About Name it the Davenport. How about that? Why not? And then old portholes that were here. Snip that. Maybe get there. Snip that. Huh. Look at that. Jeez. And then okay. I don't think there's anything else there that's super interesting. Okay. Looking for old pictures. GDDDD. Let's see. Come on. How about historic? Not old enough. There's an older one. That's a little bit better. See, the looks like something's going on with the cornice right here. That might be the cornice that they're talking about, but it's not a very good picture. Of course, they have it in. I think we already had this picture, but yeah, it's kind of in that picture. I think I already had that picture. We'll save it anyways. Shoot. Ooh, that's cool right there. I like that. That's pretty. It's like a second Empire style right there. At their finials and at their fencing. Mudflood winders. That is pretty. What is the deal on that house? They got a whole page on it. When was it built? 1891. Might put that on the lead list. Take a look at that a little deeper. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. What I'm looking for is older pictures. This is a inside. It's not got a huge course of bricks there, but it came right down in that area with the where that door was. Makes me wonder if they undermined the structural integrity when they there's another second Empire right there. Those are so cool to me. That is pretty. That's like a frat house now. Okie dokie. I'm just not seeing anything that's really old. I wonder. Let's try. Maybe Library of Congress. Ooh, okay. Let's say that's no go. What's that? "42 images in sequence. Commercial industrial buildings. Bleak. What is this? Okie dokie. That's interesting. I'll bite. Why not? What is that? That's pretty cool. Oh. It's got like a Moorish look to it. Okay, so let's do it this way. We'll save that for later. Okay, this isn't yielding anything. What was that? Oh, Pennsylvania Hall. Okay. How about just the Davenport building? And I don't think it's going to do it. I don't think so. Shoot. No. Okay, so that's no go. How about that's not it. Come on, where you at, you sucker? It's just amazing they don't have. No. Amazing they don't have more pictures of this. And they say it's a historic building, it's an important building, it's the biggest building, blah, 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 blah. And then where are the pictures at? Let me try. Never know. Nope. Shoot. I saw a video where they were talking about this, how the building, how they somebody called in and they said, you know, the back wall was buckling, you know, and they sent the fire department out there and they looked at it for like 2 seconds and then left. So they knew it was going to come down. Wonder if there's any let's try it. Basement. What do we got? Davenport Station, no. Davenport, Iowa. Nope, St. Luke's. And they're not going to give it to us, are they? Huh. Shoot. They're just not going to give it to us. Basement waterproofing with a Mudflood winder. That's funny. I just don't think they're going to give it to us. Okay. All right. Well, that about. Let's do one more. Oh, nope. Let's do one more search here. Yeah, try history with it. Historic downtown filled with slight spread. Who cares? Man, they just don't have any history here. That's weird. Historic Davenport. No, that's Spokane. Why won't you give us information? We know you have it. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I can find. I don't know. Anyways, I learned a little bit there. Learned a little bit. How you folks doing? Let me look and see what else we got to look at here. And I want to put this. I'm looking in the. Looking in my little leads here, see if there's anything. I think this might be interesting. Let's look up. This for a second. Hold on a second. Bear with me, folks. Okay. Well, all right. All right, present screen and okay. Okay, this is we will see Wycliffe Mansion. Okay. I can't remember why I threw this in the file, but I know there's something interesting about this. Let's see. Let me see. Let me look in I'm gonna look in the Library of Congress and see. It doesn't have anything. Okay, well, that's not very nice of them. This is the Wycliffe. Look at those freaking Mudflood windows right there, all across the bottom. And it goes down, and oh, that's sick. Damn. Okay. Oh, where did that go to? Oh, that's all right. Looks like it burned at one point. Was once a trend-setting phrase coining icon of architectural splendor, is now rotting. This could be. Look at those arches down in the ground right there. That's crazy. That thing is old. Wow, that woodwork is just beautiful. Very cool. There's something historically important about this house. I can't remember what it was. This could be the Keeping Up with the Joneses house. I might be wrong about that. Rhinecliff. What an amazing structure. This thing is just sitting there rotten. I mean, just why don't they save these things? I don't know. In some way, I mean, don't people understand history that it's worth saving? Okay, so we already got that one. I want to go. Let's see. Wycliffe is the ruin of a historic mansion in Rhinebeck, Dutchess County, New York. The records at the Library of Congress. Records. I just looked at the Library of Congress. It didn't show me. Oh, okay. State Library of Congress state that the brick mansion was originally named Rhinecliff. Kentucky, and constructed in 1853 in the Norman style. The mansion was built in New York City socialite Elizabeth Schermerhorn Jones. Yeah, this is the Keeping Up with the Jones house. Yeah, that's where the term comes from, I believe, is Keeping Up with the Joneses. I think it's about this house right here. I think. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's what it is. She was from 1810 to 1876, so she was like supposedly around during the she might have saw some shit, let's put it that way, as a weekend summer residence. Oh, the weekend summer residence. Oh, this isn't our main digs. This is just, we stayed on the weekend. The design is attributed to a local architect, George Vidic. Okay. A master mason, John Bird, executed the highly varied ornamental brickwork using only rectangular and few molded bricks. The adjacent hamlet to the north of Wycliffe was originally platted as Kipsburg. 1686. The hamlet was later renamed Rhinecliff after Jones Schermerhorn estate of the same name. Writer Edith Wharton was frequent childhood visitor. The phrase "keeping up with the Joneses" is thought to originate from Winecliff Estate. Let's see what that is. So there's a. We'll put that in the I think we kind of all know what that means. Okay. In 1886, Master's land was sold by the executors of the will of Elizabeth Jones to Andrew Finnick. 1829 to 1890 for $25,000. Wow. God, that just doesn't sound like much. Winecliff was later known as Lindenholm or Finnick Castle. For those subsequent owners, Andrew Finnick was a New York brewer whose son August Finnick, 1854 to 1905, and grandson August Finnick Jr., 1879 to 1915, operated one of the larger breweries in New York City, A. Finnick A. Sons Brewery in Manhattan, produced Enterprise. A light beer from 1870 to 1911. Andrew Finnick's nephew, John Henry Finnick, that's a weird name, 1843 to 1881, operated prosperous feed and flour business in Manhattan upon the death of Jacob Finnick in 18 blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. What else? Immediately closed feed for flour business, leaving Finnick unemployed and penniless with a wife and 4 small children. Several months later, in 1881, John Finnick committed suicide by hanging himself between 2 railroad cars. Well, that's inventive. The mansion passed from Andrew to his son in 1901 and then to his grandson, August Jr. Theodore Finnick. Purchased a Winecliff from his brother, blah, blah, blah. Died in the mansion in 1923, identifying his daughter, Anna Rice. His last will is sold as advisee. The mansion and 31.8 acres passed to. Who the hell are these people? 1934, the property was awarded to back of Anna Wolf Rice for a lot of money. Okay. And foreclosure auction. What in the world? Passed through several subsequent owners until 1936 onward. The mansion was abandoned sometime around 1950. Just abandoned? Originally situated on 80 acres, including waterfront access to the Hudson River, the property was eventually reduced to 2.5 acres. Portions of the mansion have collapsed after nearly 70 years of abandonment. In 2003, the mansion was sold and the new owners erected a security fence around the property. However, the announced plans to restore the house never came to fruition. Images taken around that time show the major sections of the second floor story had collapsed. Oh, so it collapsed, not a fire. What? In September 2016, the house was sold for $120,000 at auction. The new buyer applied for and was granted a permit to demolish the remaining structure, but did not carry that out. The structure was again sold in 2017. Manhattan-based developer. 2022, a local news site reported that the developer had hired a structural engineer to submit emergency stabilization plan. So, look at that thing. So they just abandoned it. The house that's famous for the keeping up with Joneses, with his diamond symbology there, his Vesica Pisces, portholes. I mean, they just abandon it. It's like, yeah, whatever. We don't need it. It's just a house. Just a bunch of bricks. Mudflood, arched windows down here, whatever. A big deal. Nothing to see here. We'll just abandon it. Did I save that? Nope. And then, oh, wait a minute. It's got a second picture. We'll save that too. Look at that right there. Changed it over. That woodwork is just incredible. You can't, I mean, God, why would you not save this? So I think when you see these are old world. These inserts for the joist. And we've got some of those joists down on the farm sitting in a pile, and they're humongous. They're about, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 inches wide by, I don't know, 12 inches. They're big. They're massive freaking things. Jeez. Okay. What is this? Oh, wait. Oh, that's brewery. Not interested in that. Wow. Look at that. So that you could definitely say that is, he dug that out, it'd be there. So, oh man, that is a piece of architecture right there. The details on that brickwork is phenomenal. That's incredible. What else we got? Is that it's kind of a front view, I guess, or there's an overhead shot. It's not a very good one though. This is the interior. Look at those arches. Those are so wild. That's weird. You got cinder block right here. And then you got an arch sitting on the cinder block. That's strange. There's some of those joists right there. They're huge. They're heavy, really heavy. Wow. Make sure I got that one. Yeah, I did. Okay. It's got old radiators. I think those are old world. So that's showing it's. Well, that's on Facebook. That's not going to let it. I'm not going to be able to see it too good. Look at that cabinetry. And look at this horse shit right here. Because they couldn't use the fireplaces. I always crack up when I see these. I mean, that's hilarious because they started using these as fireplaces, but they were. I mean, if you've ever, I guess it's kind of hard to explain if you've never had a fireplace. But these little crappy fireplaces were only like, I don't know, a foot and a half deep, if that. I mean, they weren't very deep. The problem is that you a fireplace needs to be deep. It this is not safe. These weren't fireplaces. They didn't burn wood in these things. And when we took them over, we didn't understand how the technology worked. We didn't know, might not even have known about the technology. And we started putting fire in them, thinking that the fire would go up the chimney, or the smoke would go up the chimney. And these things were famous for the smoke coming back in and the soot, clogging up the chimneys. And I mean, they were just horrific things. They burned down a lot of houses because of these damn things. If you look back in the history, you'll see a lot of burned down houses around the time that people started using fireplaces in the home. But then they came up with the this idea where they would pipe into a lot of times they would go in through the actual fireplace and not see. This one they went above because that's the way the piping went out, because it's higher. But if it's lower, it would go in through the fireplace. These aren't wood fireplaces. We thought they were, because, well, we're, I don't know, idiots. They weren't wood fireplaces. That woodwork is just phenomenal. Can you imagine that in its heyday? Just incredible. That carpentry is just, I mean, just really impressive. I mean, I could see why they, well, I don't know what that is. There's an overhead shot. That is wild. It's like a drone shot or something. That must be the fence they put up recently. Ooh, there's another inside shot. Die here. Okay. Well, that's creepy. Very cool. Demolition. That's weird. There's the same fireplace we were just looking at with no, like, coal stove in front of it. That cabinetry is really amazing. Look at that right there. That's something I've never seen. I don't know what these things are called, but it's cool. It's like you got the arches here, and then you got this like reverse arch there. I don't know, that's really quite cool. Yeah, I don't wish they had some. That it's amazing they just abandoned this thing like it's. There's the back end of it. Why would they abandon it? It doesn't make any. Why would they not sell it or I don't know. It's just God. It doesn't make any sense. Whoa! Look at that. Look at that patterning. Good grief. These arches down here are just incredible. There's some blueprints, it looks like. Okay, where I got that. All right. So some videos on YouTube. On the YouTube. There's a flat earth asterisk right there. That really is incredible brickwork. Some Mudflood windows for you in case you need some of those. Maggot, are you in the house tonight? Because I know you like masonry. So this must be the site where all those were coming from. Look at that. Look. I don't remember seeing this in the picture. Look at those arches down there below. That's crazy. I don't know what that is. It's something different. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Nothing there. Okay. Ran it out. That must be the lady right there. The lady that owned it, supposedly. The founder. How you like that? Bossman bought two buildings built in 1875 or 95. 18. I can't remember. One of the two. 1895 or 1875. I can't remember. Built two downtown buildings in a small little town, and he gutted them out to see. He was going to redo the interiors, but he gutted them out to see the down to the foundation to see what was down there, and he didn't find anything there. It only went down a little bit, maybe a foot and a half to 2 feet below grade, and then he hit stone foundations. So I looked at it. It doesn't look like it's there's very much mud flood. I mean, it's a small town. And I looked around the town also, and there doesn't seem to be much evidence in that town, which is actually very, very rare. Not unheard of, but it's very rare to not find anything. So then I, kind of looked at it from a, what else is there? Let's see. And it looks like there might be some prism transoms behind the up in the transom behind some plywood. So he's going to check on that. And the ceiling had that sheet metal, pressed sheet metal with the designs in it. Really pretty. and I asked him to save me a piece of that. So we'll see if I get a piece. And other than that, it was exciting to hear about it first. But and I think I found an old postcard, but I can't confirm that it's the building because it's all the tech was taken off the top, so it makes it look very different. So I don't know if it is or isn't, but that's kind of, I guess that's the kind of the just dealio of that. World History Encyclopedia. Let's see. Wycliffe's the Home of a Millionaire, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Best known for her novels Age of Innocence, The House of Mirth, Ethan Frome. Wore to visit the house as a child and hated it, calling it intolerably ugly. Oh, wow. But it seems, wow. Okay, that's funny. Okay, all right. All the houses ruined today, considered far too unstable to save. It was once the site of grand parties overlooking the majestic Hudson River, where men and women of the Gilded Age strolled across the rolling lawns and took tea in ornate sitting rooms when looked out upon carefully manicured grounds. House like all great mansions of the Gilded Age exemplified the custom of wealthy Americans creating artificial landscape around the central house, for which nature could be appreciated without having to bother with the various pests and threats of the natural world. A custom that scholar Harvey K. Flagg has termed the parlor in the wilderness. Wow. Jones' estate is said to have been so elaborately ornamented, both the house and grounds, that it gave rise to the expression keeping up with the Joneses in reference to one's attempt to matching a neighbor's display of affluence with one's own. The house and the lands were left to Jones' nephew and sold in 1886. Then they went through a number of owners over the next 60 years or so. As the house declined, the lands were steadily sold off and the house became too expensive to maintain. How many times do we hear that? The house became too expensive to maintain. It was abandoned in 1950 and began slow decline collapse that leaves it in ruins today. I mean, God. How can people just, I wonder if we can find it on I don't know if we can find it on. I don't think that's it. That ain't it. Is that the Hudson? That's not. See if we can find anything that. I don't think it's going to give it to us. It's probably so like off the road names around here. Oh, there it is. Mill Road, Morton Road. Huh. Okay, there's the town. I'm really not seeing it. It's not 3D either, so it's like really hard to see. I don't think they're going to show it on satellite. That's the problem when you get down to They have a... They don't have an address, do they? About address. I don't know. Yeah. That's it. So, yeah, that's it right there. But it ain't gonna let me see it, is it? Nope. Oh well. So it's right there. I mean, I guess you can kind of picture how looks like it's up on a hill. It was probably landscaped where you could see all the way to the river at the time. Jones Island. That's weird. Let's kind of come back out, kind of give you an idea. Here's Yonkers, Long Island, New York. So it's kind of there. That's kind of neat. I think that's about it on that one. That's a neat place, though. You just imagine the parties and the elegance of the time. Must have been something. People in their top hats. Crazy. Is there anywhere you folks would like to go look at? Throw something in the chat. Let's see if we can go find it. Anyone? Let's see what you guys got. Get some rain tonight. Can't decide if I'm hot or cold. You just had a conversation about top hats in New Orleans. I was just watching a documentary about Johnny Lydon, or AKA Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols, or PIL, Public Image Limited. And he did this interview a long time ago where he was wearing this top hat in it. I just thought that was so brilliant. It's kind of a, to the, upper classes, Petersburg, Ontario. Let's see. I've never heard of that. That's a city. Okay, let's see. Old city. Ontario, Canada. Let me kind of get my bearings of where this thing is. Okay, so it's above Buffalo, kind of. Okay. Never heard of it. Let's see what's in this town. Let's see if we can find something good. Okay, well, there's the river, so usually the city is near the river. Huh. Let's try downtown. Ah, okay. That was weird. Why was it that when I looked at first there was no downtown? Okay, I don't know. That was weird. Okay, it was no downtown. It was just houses, and now I search downtown, it pops up. So there's the. That looks like the old downtown area. There's a pretty little thing right there. Let's see what this little fellow's about. Porthole clock. Got 4 ones on the clock. Let's go this way. Why not? Little dog tooth in there. Let's see if we can find something really juicy. That's pretty cool right there. I watched this funny movie this week called Status Update. I think it was called. I think it was on YouTube free movies or something. I don't know. But it was funny because it was it's a stupid little movie, but I like stupid little movies. Why not? It looks like a little grating to a window right there. But it was just about this high school kid, and he goes to the mall because some kids break his phone and he needs to get a new phone. And this guy at the mall gives him this new phone. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, that's pretty. Gives him a new phone, and it's got this app on it. I think it's called Universe or something. Universe Update or something. Anyways, and basically in the app, you could whatever you put into the app came true. Oh, look at there. That's a pretty one right there. And need some Mudflood windows right there. A couple arches in the ground for zero freaking reason. There's another one over there in case you need that one. Need them too. A couple right there. But anyways, this kid, he would like update, like make me like a great skater, ice skater, because he wants to show the hockey team he can skate real good. But the app, it's the universe, and the universe gives you exactly what you ask for. And the universe made him an ice skater, so he starts like twinkle toe dance ice skating in front of the hockey team. It was really funny. I don't know. It just really cracked me up because it's so true. It's like the universe gives you exactly what you ask for. And it was just funny that like you got this movie, like movies now that are like coming out that are, in a way they're telling you the truth in movies, and this is the truth. The universe gives you. Look at that YMCA right there. I mean, come on. 1930, my ass. That was not built in 1930. Okay, what did I do wrong there? Okay, hold on. You ain't got me. How about here? Thank you. That's what I thought. Look at that. It's crazy. But yeah, the universe gives you exactly what you want. The problem is that we don't know how to talk to the universe, and so we get it wrong all the time. Look at this little castle here. In case you need a castle for Dipple Hall. Well, that's odd. I mean, it's a castle. Don't just call it castle. Artillery. So it's a armory with Mudflood windows. But yeah, it was just funny. So if you need a laugh, okay, gracious, look at the size of that thing. Okay, hold on. This is something we should look into. Why not? We ain't got nothing better to do. Look at that thing. It's got this huge. That thing is massive. I'll take that, please. And let's go and look up. It's just going to give me a damn picture. What is this? Okay, I don't know what the hell I did there. Peterborough drill hall. Okay. Construction 1907 to 1909. Hastings and Prince Edward County Regiment Organization. Thomas Fuller, architect. Drill hall. Exterior wall near street entrance. Riding a wave of national pride and military enthusiasm following the South African War 1899 and 1902, the Canadian government embarked on a major reform of the nation's defense system. The new program included an expanded and upgraded militia and the construction of new armories across the country. Horseshit narrative. The Petersburg Armory, 1907-1909, recalling the Romanesque fortress in its turrets, arched troop doors, and crenellated roof line is one of the largest and best designed examples from this period. It is home to the Hastings and Prince Edward Regiment of Canadian Armed Forces, blah, blah, blah. Prominently located downtown, blah, blah, blah. Romanesque revival style. The exterior is red brick, contrast with the rough-faced stone foundation. The stone accents its handsome proportions, detailing military motifs, are evocative of medieval fortress. Evocative? It's a castle. It's not evocative of, it's a castle. Idiots. The large gable roof drill hall featured a high arched window, balanced horizontal emphasis on the principal facade. The main interest is a monumental quality. Its troop door. What the fuck? Okay. Being under heavy arch set with cannonball trophies. Official recognition refers to the building on its legal lot. Okay, grief. Just more historical bullshit. Rear and double storied facades flanked by corner towers. Okay, so that's about that. I wonder if there's an old picture. I think we've seen that. You got no old picture? Oh, well, here we go. Inside. That's crazy. All this military stuff is just, it's absolute horseshit. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Is this drill hall? That's the same place, right? Where's that thing at? Is that the same place? It's got the two. I don't know if that's the same place or not. I don't think that's the same place. Oh, stop. Okay, so this is a different one. This one's in Vancouver. So that's not it. That's another castle. That's not it either. Just a horseshit narrative of military. Look at that thing. That's in Toronto. Holy crap. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong thing. Look at that. Look at the massive arches on the bottom. There's a couple Mudflood winners for you. I gotta save that one just for hell of it. That's insanity. I wonder what these armories were, because they have the same thing here in America. They had the same horseshit narrative of the armories. Dude, Kim Ray, aren't you over in United Kingdom somewhere? If so, I guess my question is, is this a worldwide phenomenon of armories? Are armories? I guess what I'm saying is, are armories a North American thing, or are they a worldwide thing? I actually don't know the answer to that. Does anybody know the answer to that? What is this thing over here? This little fella here. Oh, wait. No, that can't. No. What is this thing, though? Wait a minute now. That thing's huge, too. Continuing education. No. It ain't gonna show it to me, is you? I wonder what that building was. You only know Canada. What I'm saying is, like, I don't know the answer. Is in America, and I didn't know this, but obviously Canada too. They build armories, which is that's interesting. Columns that aren't. See, a lot of these columns are brick. That's interesting. You don't see that much. I'm just wondering if columns are not columns, armories are um, a North American thing or a worldwide. Like, do they have armories all over the world? I don't know the answer to that because I haven't noticed. What is this thing back here? That's a pretty little. Whoa. Okay. Wait a minute. Whoa. Crikey. Uh. Uh huh. What in the world? Okie dokie. So they had a church. Oh my. Look at that. Look at the old Mudflood Winters right there. Got one right there too. Got one there. Let's see how far back we can go. That is a pretty little church. Let's get up here and see what. Oh my. I wonder what they had in there. That is crazy. And now it's gone. So that was the front. Look at that. You can still see like doors and windows underneath. And you can tell there was a basement. See, there's ground level right there. Ground level goes right here. And the brick going down. Let's see if we can get. Oh, man. Shoot. See those openings down there? You can see an arch right there. It's hard to see, but there is an arch right there underneath the floor. That's crazy. Look at that. That's ground level. Look, this sidewalk's ground level, right? And you can follow that line all the way across to the stage, still at ground level, and there is an arch below the stage. That's crazy. I don't know if it'll. Let me come back out. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Look at that. That thing's awesome. Let's see if we can get a. Nope. Come on. Let's see if we can get a date built. I don't know. Let's see. How about church? $120. Church the Open Bible. Is that it? I don't know. St. Paul's. See, that sounds more right to me. Let's try. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. St. Paul's Presbyterian Church, the name of Presbyterian Church Canada congregation, and also the name of congregation's now demolished church building at 120 Murray Street, downtown core. Since 2018, the congregation's worship, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? 1833, Reverend Roger, the Presbyterian marriage from Aberdeen. Got a small local congregation, eventually evolved into St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church. Say what? Following the disruption of 1843. The what? The disruption, also known as the Great Disruption, is a schism in 1843 in which 450 evangelical ministers broke away from the Church of Scotland to form the Free Church of Scotland. The main conflict was over whether the Church of Scotland or British. So it's just Christians separating because nobody can. When you got the, here's the problem. You got the Catholics, right? And they're sitting around and they want control, and so they come up with this control mechanism called Catholicism, and they put the books together and they meet together and they fist fight it out whether or not what books are gonna be in the Bible. And so they work all this out, and they put out this Bible, but not to the public. No, they put it out to the individual Catholic churches. And so what would happen is the priest would read the Bible, and of course it was in like Latin. Couldn't understand a damn thing. So they're sitting there reading out of this. You're sitting there and sitting on these hard ass pews, and you're listening to this Bible. You don't understand a damn word. And then when he's done reading, he will, in your native tongue, give his explanation of what he's just read. So you don't know what the hell he read to begin with, and now he's going to give you his interpretation of what he just read. So basically, they can tell you anything the damn nail won't. But then, Martin Luther decided, well, this is, bullshit. And I see there's issues here and there's issues there. And I'm going to, bring up my issues and, slap up my 99, issues and nail them to the front of the church door. And, that really got their, the Catholics' panties in a bunch. And so then he decided to translate the Bible for the first time into, I believe it was German. But anyways, he translates the Bible for the first time. And, of course, that really got their pennies in a bunch. And, they really didn't like that. Big no-no. Allow, more people to read. And, anyways. Then you had the King of England, and, he wanted to get it on with a woman that he couldn't get with her because he was married, and he wanted to get a divorce, and the Catholics wouldn't give him a divorce. And so finally, he's like, well, screw you, I'm gonna create my own Church of England, and we're gonna put out our own Bible. And so they came up with the King James version, and they then mass printed it and put that out into the public. And really, for the first time, people started reading the Bible, and then they really got pissed off because they really started seeing the problems. And it's like, when you start off with a horseshit narrative, but then you don't let the people read it, but then, it goes on for hundreds of years, and then finally you allow the people to read it, well, then they start finding all the loopholes and the problems and the issues and the mistranslations, and yeah, shit hits the fan. So then you have all these schisms and all these breaking offs and all these there how many, what is it, like over 25,000 different versions of Christianity in the world. I mean, you know, take all that shit, in my opinion, and just throw it out the fucking window. You don't need none of that shit. Okay? You want God in your life? Just say, hey, God, welcome to my fucking life. I love you. You love me. Let's move forward. That's all you need. That's just my opinion. You can take it for what it's worth. I don't really care. Anyways, so they had this disruption. There was a split between the Church Scotland and the Free Church Scotland. In Petersburg, the congregation was split. And the Congregation of St. Paul was formed. Okay, so they worshipped in a schoolhouse belonging to the Methodist until the construction of the building on Murray Street. 1859. $20,000. Wow. $20,000. That's crazy. 20 freaking $1,000. That's all that cost to build. I mean, I know that was a lot of money back then, but I mean, just today, that's like nothing. That's amazing. So, anyways, where were we? Building was completed in 1859. Red brick construction. Of course, it was red brick. Everything's red brick. But I would like to know, Ewar, where did the brick come from? Who fired the bricks? That's what I want to know. Limestone Foundation Court in Jackson Park, the Rotunda being sanctuary was completed in 1885. So is that with or without the matter of fact, before, so you got to check on these things. Where'd you go, little sucker? I know you're here. Where were you? Right here. Let's document those windows and arch below the stage. Okie dokie. There. We have logged you. Okay. Rotunda by Sanctuary was completed in 1885. So, Rotunda behind the sanctuary. That's weird. So that the oh, okay. Wait, what? The construction of the building, it was constructed in 1859, but 1885 is when the rotunda behind the sanctuary was completed. So they're saying that this was completed later. Okay, that's odd. And then why does it look like that it was cut off at the very point where it was? That is odd. So the historical record says that this was added later. I don't know about that. Something doesn't add up there. 1907, St. Paul's Mission South split from its own congregation. Blah blah blah. Who cares? 160-year-old church. 160 years old. That's crazy. All right. What is that up there? Let's go take a peeker at that. I think that's what I was going to look at when I got sidetracked. Huh. So let's just okay, we're in Canada where they have, I don't know, mountains and mountains of snow. So we're going to build, why not just build above ground level so that the snow doesn't pile in and close in your doors so you can't get in and out? Hey hippie, how you doing? And I mean, that's kind of ridiculous to me, but anyways, what do we got up here? It's weird looking. Huh. Is that a theater? What is that? Compound? What is that thing? What do they call it? Law. No. Whoa, what did I do? Trying to figure out what that thing is. I don't know. Something's weird about that. This is a neat little town. Is this... Okay, so we went... Let me go down here. We went that way and took a look. Let's go this way and take a look. That's one thing that's amazing about this is how you can just look all over this world and find these amazing things that just so much more interesting than I was listening to this look at those, just a couple Mudflood winners there for you in case you ever care about those. But I was listening to this lady that was I don't remember when she was like oh god, I think they interviewed her in 1940s or 1960s, something like that. But she was living in the 1800s, and her father was like the mayor of Los Angeles, and she was given her kind of a history, like the way she remembered it. It was just really interesting. And one thing she said that stood out to me was that she was like, and they tear down everything that's good. They tear it down. I don't remember the exact words, but basically she said everything, that was architecturally that was wonderful about Los Angeles, they tear it down. And I was like, I completely agree. they just but it's not just Los Angeles, it's the whole freaking world, man. They just tear this place apart building by building, and it's just incredible. You cannot get the answers just by looking at what is here. What is here is just the shake. You got a big okay here. Okay, some of you people know what I'm talking about here. You got a big old bag of bud, and you smoke it all, and then at the end of the bag, you got what's called the shake. Well, that's what we got today. All that's left is the shake of what was here. If you start digging into this history, you're gonna find so much. Okay, look, let's go back. Let's year in review. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out where the hell my damn building was. I really don't know. Where's my church? Okay, here's my church. Okay. Well, I don't know when this was last updated. It's 2013. Okay, look. Let's say you got a person, okay, that was born before. Okay, this is in 2018. Okay, they're alive, walking around town 2018. They remember this church, right? But then you got somebody that was born in 2021, right? And what are they going to remember about the spot? They're not going to remember anything. What's there to remember? You would never know there was anything here. You would never question it. You would never question what was here. Why would you? Okay, so this is what they're doing. They're erasing the past. It's gone. This is gone. This will, unless somebody stumbles upon this parking lot and goes, "Ooh, I need to see older images for this parking lot," and looks, they're not going to see this. Okay, and then as time goes on, they'll probably erase, those images. These images will probably be erased over time. I mean, how many years back are they going to keep on their servers? At some point, they would erase this. But this problem is going to happen over and over and over again. And if you go, let's see. Let's just, I don't know. Maybe here. Nope. What I'm doing is I'm looking to see if there's any weirdness, like stuff that's missing that's not there anymore. Look at that. I bet you there was something right there. I mean, because you look at this, right, and it's beautiful, and then you got this, and it's, well, it looks like, I don't know, the devil's residence. I like checking parking lots because parking lots a lot of times are empties in between buildings is a good thing to look for. I'm just not seeing anything. Helps if you know what you're looking at. Anyways, I think you get the point. The point is that they are actively erasing these things. Is there anywhere else y'all would like to look at? What's going on, Miss Hippie? What? What are y'all talking about? If it's your birthday. Huh? Oh, I see what she's doing. Okay. That's right. She does that birthday mod thing. Yeah, okay. Like, oh. I'm trying to catch up. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I got anything I want to. Let me cut. Let me get that and put. Bear with me here. I've got oh, this looks interesting. Got this place called I'm gonna share it with you. And okay, maybe. Ventfort Hall, home of the Gilded Age. And this is Ventfort Hall. And it is historic Jacobin style mansion and museum located 104 Walker Street, Lenox, Massachusetts. It is listed on the National Register. Place above visitors can tour the mansion. Okay, house was built in 1893 by George and Sarah Morgan, sister of J.P. Morgan. Oh, okay. So we know who J.P. Morgan is. So, anyways, we got this massive mansion. Look at them. This is something I don't know what in the world they do here, but I see this a lot where they have these windows under the porch. Not exactly sure how that structurally works. What they're trying to do there, I don't know. That's kind of strange. So there's another view of that. You see those right there under the porch. I see it quite often, but I don't know, like, because it's a long ways to get light from here to, let's say, another window. And I don't think that these are, well, sometimes they have windows here. But it seems like these are openings to allow light in. There's a purpose for that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. That's not decoration. That is purposeful. You don't just make something like that for no reason. These little tops are weird. That must be the inside. That ceiling. You know, almost smell the money. Oh, wait a minute. There. Boiler room, hot air vents, plus earlier they were windows. Huh. Oh, a lot of brick in that house. Looks like they've uncovered them some here. They have. Look, you can see more of the foundation now. It's a pretty big mansion. Ivy growing up the side. This is a kind of like a postcard that, see, they've highlighted these lines here. It's made from a picture. Boy, Daddy paid for a nice place, didn't he? Okay, great. That was one evil dude, that J.P. Morgan. Boy. Look at that. Look at those windows right there. I wonder if those are Tiffany. Maybe. Oh, look at that. Jeez. There's an older picture, but not a very good one. Looks like they're trying to. What is this? A safe from the wrecking ball. There's one of those old fireplaces. See how shallow that is? Well, if you've ever had a fireplace, you know that's just not a fireplace. But I think you have to kind of have had to have a fireplace to understand that. To understand that that's just very shallow for a fireplace. It's yeah. There's just no way I'd put fire in that. If you've ever had a fireplace and you then come across something like that, you wouldn't put fire in that. You'd know better. You'd be like, nope, I won't burn my house down. I'm gonna pass. That's, oh, it's on Facebook, so I'm gonna let it. So let us. I don't know why they. Have you ever noticed that Facebook they like fog out the pictures? It's aggravating. Did y'all see where Mark Zuckerberg won a jiu-jitsu competition? He's like hired like a master kung fu dude to train him, and the little robot went out there and won a jiu-jitsu contest. He's like a certified badass now. Mark Zuckerberg. Yes, you heard that right. Yes, maggot, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He will whoop your ass. That is just something theoretically wrong with the situation. I don't know. It don't make no sense, but it's true. You just look it up. I don't know. That's the weird world. I just can't imagine. Look at that hill right there. That is so unnatural. I mean, that right there screams that it's being covered. It's covering something back here. I don't know. I don't know if I saved that one. Where's my thing? Okay, let's its exterior is brick with brownstone trim, containing approximately 50 rooms in total, 28,000 square feet. 28,000 square feet. Damn. 28,000 square feet. That's pretty decent. Including nine main bedrooms. Damn. And 10 servants' bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. 7 bathrooms. That's it. Seems like I have more. 17 quote unquote fireplaces. The house was set within a large landscape garden, 26 acres. Smaller home was moved off of the property across the street prior to the construction. Okay, wait a minute now. Hold on now. Oh. I like tips like that. It's little tips like that could yield something interesting. So this is, make sure this is us. Okay, this is our little, our little bed and breakfast here. And they say that they moved something across the street. Where's the street? So it could be, what'd that say? Read that again. A smaller home was moved off the property and across the street prior to construction. This home was owned by the Haggerty family and known as Vent Fort. All right. Wait. Oh, come on. What ain't that? Ain't that? Oh, huh? I think it's that. I wonder what that is. I don't think that's it, though. What we got down here? Oh, this little fella. Okay. All right. I don't know. I was just wondering if it was what kind of, home that was there before, supposedly. Colonel of the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry and Civil War hero. He's a hero, Robert Goldshaw. Now, I've heard of him. Wait a minute now. Whoa. Put the fucking brakes on a second. Back up. Okay. A smaller home was moved off the property across the street prior to construction of Ventford Hall. This home was owned by the Haggerty family and known as Ventford. The colonel of the 54th Regiment, Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry, and Civil War hero Robert Goldshaw spent his brief honeymoon here with his wife, Annie Haggerty. So Annie moved to Europe. She did not return to Ventford until her last 2 summers when she ran the memory-filled home from the morgue. Okay, so Shaw. What's the movie? What's the movie with the Civil War movie? It's about I've seen it a million times. I can't think of it. Stars what's that? Ferris Bueller. What's his name? Anyways, the Ferris Bueller dude plays Matthew Broderick. He plays Shaw. He was in charge of the 1st Black Regiment during the Civil War, supposedly. Okay. Which I don't, this is probably all horseshit narrative. But it's interesting that this dude pops up in this famous home. So that dude was more connected than I even knew. I didn't know Shaw was so connected. Like, I mean, he's over here, sniffing the butts of JP Morgan. I didn't know he was that. I knew he was from the higher class, whatever that's called. But I didn't know that I didn't know he was tickling the toes of Morgan. I mean, he was running in those circles. I didn't know he was that high society. So that's interesting. Okay. Anyways, After Morgan's death, the house was rented for several years to Margaret Vanderbilt. Well, there's no surprise there. Then purchased by 1925 by Roscoe and Mary Minturn Bosnell. What? Who in turn sold the house in 1945, which has served as a dormitory for Tanglewood music students, a summer hotel, Folkline Ballet Summer Camp, directed by Christine Fulton, a community house for religious organization, Bible Speaks. The Bible Speaks. That is the Greater Grace World Outreach. 1901, the nursing home developed, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Cider House Rules. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. Shortly after the Ventnor Hall Associated purchase in 1997, the exterior of the building was used as St. Cloud's Orphanage in the Academy Award-winning 1999 film Cider House Rules. Really? Longtime location managers Charlie Harrington, blah, 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 photographed the mansion, even though director has specified wooden structure. Although the only outside house was meant to be used in the filming, several scenes were shot in the magnificent staircase to Great Hall can be seen in the movie. With this exception, other interior scenes were filmed in Northampton. Well, that's interesting. A little bit of history there. I wonder. Let's see. I don't think that's doing any good. How about no. Yep. Let's see if old Library of Congress decides to. Yep. Let's see what they got. And we'll take that one. What in the world? 10 minutes to go. It's crazy. Okie dokie. There we go. It's an interesting little bit right there. Looks like something was taken off the top here. And that's interesting. You got that same thing going on the bottom without the porch. That's interesting. Okay. Here's a bedroom. So this is how the other half live. Y'all don't realize how lucky we are not to be the better half. That's classy. And give it to us. Let's have it. That wallpaper's a trip. Stained glass windows. Loading. Got a coat of arms. Is that a griffin right there? Or I'm not sure. It looks different on this side than it does on this side. That's interesting. So that was all that found. What is that's outside? Okay. What else? Chamber of Commerce. Interesting little page. Let's save that. It's about the same. There's a interesting photo. Ooh. So this is it's amazing the glass that goes into that. I mean, it's had to be very expensive. Look at all the ivy growing up. In the mid-80s, the property was sold to a nursing developer who wanted to demolish the building. Wow. Wow. In response to this threat, a local preservation group, the Fenford Hall Association, was formed in 1994. It helped many private donations and loans. It was a 5-year loan and National Trust for Historic Preservation. So they wanted to just get rid of it. Just, why do people not understand that saving history is good? I don't understand that. Why do we not? Why do we not appreciate our history? It makes no sense. Get that. I saw somebody in the chat saying check out something. What were y'all saying check out? I don't remember who it was either. See if I can find it. Where was that? I just saw it and then I looked away and I didn't see where they went. Shoot. Trying to find it. Where is it? I don't know. I wish I saw who read it, wrote it. There. Branch Prison. Is that what you want to look at? Or you want to look at the 145 Walter Street? Which would you rather look at? Oh, I'm talking to Sonic Q. I see both of them. Which one? Inquiring minds want to know. Answer me. Please. I'm not seeing it. She's not answering. Okay, let's go. Oh, now I gotta find that one. Let me go look at this first one and see what I find. And say it's on Zillow. Huh. That's probably not gosh, I don't know. I don't know if that's too much priced. Built from 1910 to 12. Huh. This is pretty cool. Can you look at the different pictures? It's not very big for a post office. I wonder why it's so small. Usually, it's a big building. What I'm saying is that normally these buildings are like abnormally massive. Is this a small town or something? And why is it located there? It looks. What a weird place to. What a weird place to put it. Oh, that's a pretty door. We probably added that door. Yeah. Yeah, we added that. What in the world? It's an interesting building. I mean, it's definitely got potential. I don't think the price seems too high. That's interesting right there. Go back, please. Thank you. Got Winters Underground. See that right there. Stuff like that just kills me. Look what you got to do to get a wheelchair up there. I mean, that says a lot right there. So this is supposedly the foundation. Oh yeah, the construction photos. I think this type of construction photo. I think these are quite. It's quite possible that they're just old photos that were found. I really don't see any reason why that couldn't be a photograph from the old world. I mean, what's to stop that from being an old world photograph? Anything? I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying what is stopping it from being that. Let's see. Let's I'm gonna have to come back to this page. I don't know exactly how to save that without making a whole lot of problem. Oh boy, didn't mean to go all the way down. Or it's right there, right? Ah, shoot, it's not 3D. Still got the old world lights. Got Mudflood Winters hiding back there. There's another big one right beside it. Let me get my bearings on this. Where is the... What an odd place. Huh. Is there a downtown? I like looking on the realty sites too for buildings. It's amazing what's for sale. Let me see if I can find a downtown, but you know what? What is this? What is this place called? Let's see. Great Michigan Fire. Killing me. Great Michigan Fire was a series of simultaneous forest fires in the state of Michigan in the United States in 1871. They were possibly caused or at least reinforced by the same winds that fanned the Great Chicago Fire. So these are some more big fires. Some believing lightning or even meteor showers may have started the fire. Several cities, towns, and villages, including Alpena, which is where we're looking at, suffered serious damage or were lost. See, that's really interesting because I'm looking at this town, and I've seen this before where you have these really big odd buildings, and then like there's nothing else. It's like you've got this void. I bet you a nickel there was a town here and the sucker burned. Because there's just no real I don't know, it's just missing so much of what it should be. It's interesting. You have to wonder what was here before. Look at that. It's amazing how, the I was telling you, the boss man bought 2 buildings down in this little hodunk town. He needed a satellite office for that was away from his main office. It's a big corporation. I guess they needed some separation from it. But I said, how much did you pay for him? And he's like, he just basically got him for paying. He paid off the taxes that were due, like for that were, it was hardly nothing. But people are just, these buildings are going for so cheap now. I mean, it's unbelievable. If you have the money to invest in this kind of stuff, I mean, it'd be wonderful just to, you know, I don't know. It'd be wonderful to like just take one of these buildings and look at, like, dig the foundations and like, of course I would, you know, I would buy, I would want to buy something that was, see, look at this right here. That look how odd that is. Like, you got this cool building, but then you look around and it's like, what? That just doesn't even make sense. That's what it is there was another one of those damn fires here. I bet you these buildings were all over this place. This place was much bigger. But yeah, it's if you had the money to buy something like these, and I mean, you'd want to buy you'd want to do your homework and find something that was you'd want to, like, in some way, shape, or form have really good evidence for it being a you know, a mud flooder. But you could buy one of these things and do some archaeology and dig in and Indiana Jones that shit, you know, and find out there's got to be more information that can be gathered from that. The only problem with that is that then you're stuck with this building that you have to do something with. You either got to fix it, which is astronomical. You got to sell it, which you're going to have trouble selling it, or you got to demolish it, and it's expensive to demolish buildings. That's why they don't demolish them a lot. Matter of fact, a lot of times they don't demolish them unless they have to demolish them. Like it's a danger. Or if they want that particular piece of property to build something new. That's why you have these amazing abandoned structures just sitting there for year in and year out. It's crazy. And then all of a sudden they'll, you know, tear it down and build something. You know, it's a matter of, you know, what is the answer to 99 out of 100 questions? Money. What's the answer to that one question that's not money? Love. So, I don't know. Anyways, I had fun. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you soon. Love, Bigs.
woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
It's a mystery! It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma! Don't you get it?
Welcome to the underground.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.